GunninGamerz here.
Chore Log number 10.
We've got a very special video for you today. We're going to be heading down to the farm store and showing you what we've got in line for today's video. Well, in Chore Log number 10, we are going to be taking a blast from the past and taking a look at how farming used to be. This is a video that we've been wanting to work on for quite some time. I think we're going to skip the chickens today, huh, Aiden?
Yeah.
Yeah, we might as well.
Because
Those darn things are always farting out eggs. We don't really need to pick those up right now, do we?
yeah, because we're doing a special video.
You know, actually, I do want to point out something while we're driving down there. I just put a video up yesterday of the Farm 17 news. And one thing, since we're driving past the chickens there, we are going to have chickens in Farming 17, but they're not going to be the same anymore. I've been hearing some rumors that you'll actually be able to multiply the chickens if you put the eggs in a hoop house or something like that. Or you can take the eggs and sell them. I'm not really sure how that's going to work, but you're not going to be able to buy chickens anymore. They will just be kind of roaming around the yard from the way it sounds. But moving on, you can see what is in store for today down here at the farm store. We are going to be jumping on some old equipment, some old farming equipment. And you know what's really cool about this video, Aiden?
What?
You may not even remember, but on the very, very first chore log that we ever did, let's hop out over here. Very first chore log that we ever did, chore log number 1 on Farming 13, which was in about September of 2013. Gosh, that was so many years ago, almost 3 years ago. We actually did videos on the John Deere A and the Farmall 300 here, which was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Do you remember doing that video?
Now, their most favorite tractor that I like is this one right here.
The John Deere A. It does look like quite a nice tractor. I will say this, and I don't mean to be too critical, but the only downside is it kind of looks like a carryover from Farming 09, possibly. I know that we had this in Farming 2011 when Aiden was maybe a year and a half old or something like that. I had first bought in Farming Sim. And the reason I'd gotten Farming Simulator was he really enjoyed tractors when he was a little guy, and I wanted to entertain him. I was a stay-at-home dad starting my computer business, and I would watch him when he was a baby, and I thought, well, this would be something that he'd probably like to look at some tractors. And I had an old steering wheel, and I thought, you know, if he could drive it around, that it'd be entertaining, and you know, to help pass some of the time by until it was nap time. So we had found this John Deere A in 2011, and he loved to sit and drive it. And when we started our chore log number 1 for Farming 13, it was quite awesome because we had jumped on the 300 and the A, and we went out and I think we did some planting with it. I think we planted a grass field in, if I remember right. It was so long ago. It was just you know, it was neat to see. Here we are today. So, and here these tractors are. The John Deere A, like I said, the textures are a little bit you know, they leave a little bit to be desired. It'd be nice to see them updated, but the tractor sounds amazing. It works really good. And over here with the Farmall 300, again, this thing sounds amazing. It looks good. I mean, whoever made this thing looked like it might have been made in the Farming 2013 days, perhaps. Maybe 11. I don't remember this being on 11. It probably was, but we've got the Farmall Turbo, the Farmall 1206 Turbo, rather. This is probably my favorite tractor in all of farming. And the reason is my childhood growing up on the dairy farm in Wisconsin, we had actually an 856, which wasn't far off from this one, and it was a turbo and had the cab on it, but it looked just like this and sounded like this. And you know, I spent a lot of hours looking at this. My dad had again, we had the cab, but he had made an old plywood seat that was triangular, right where we're looking right here, in the cab, of course, and a piece of plywood, and it had like a cushion, and that's where I used to sit and ride, right up by the steering wheel. And I remember so many memories looking down at those gauges. So it brings back a lot of memories for myself as well. This tractor here, of course, would have been running more along the lines of the late 60s, whereas these ones here, I mean, you're looking at the 40s, well, late 40s, 50s, and mid 50s. So these, of course, are kind of the older generation. So as far as power goes, between the John Deere A and the Farmall 300, both of them are rated right around, again, there's the belt horsepower and the drawbar, but you're looking at the mid 30s, and that would, of course, be on the John Deere A from the tail end of the series, the early 50s, when the Farmall 300, and that's what we're going to compare. So they're pretty much the same tractor as far as power goes, and look at you, you're inside that tire. Now with that horsepower amount, both these tractors were rated for about a 3-bottom plow, and you'll notice that in game this one is capable, the John Deere here that is capable of all the 3-point accessories in here. Like, it can handle hooking up to these pieces of equipment here. The Farmall today, we're going to be kind of limited in only being able to, well, I think we'll be good on the baler. I think we'll be good on both of these. Power-wise, I'm not too sure, but I think we'll be good to go hooking up the baling equipment to it, so we're going to use it for that. We will not be able to cultivate or to plant with it. And in fact, the John Deere, I found earlier that the planter, I think it works. I didn't try it, but I know that when you lower this planter on the John Deere, the wheels don't touch the ground, so it looks kind of weird. So we're probably going to end up planting with the old Farmall here, and then that's the reason why I threw this other tractor in. This is the Lindner. Now this, as well as the equipment you see down on the end there, the planters, the baler, the bale wagon, all that, that is all part of the Farming Classics, which is, if I understand right, they just released this out on console maybe a month ago. It's been floating around on PC probably for about a year. We're just now kind of getting to it. We've been real busy with focusing on all the other bigger equipment. So this is probably a real common tractor in certain parts of the world. I never really seen one over here, but I don't know much about this other than it's rated in game at 45 horsepower. It sounds really nice. It works really nice. There are plenty of bigger tractors here. In fact, if we tab over all these different old tractors that are part of that Farming Classic, and as I said, I believe these are all available now on console as well, and they are a good bit of fun. Of course, I don't think you'll be able to get a hold of the two Farmalls and the old John Deere, but on the console that is, but these can be downloaded on many different websites. If you just type in Farmall 1206 or Farmall 300 in Google, you'll find the websites popping up, and that's what I did here about a month or two ago. So anyway, 45 horsepower. It's a lovely little tractor, and that's why I threw it in there today, since of course it's capable with the 3-point hitch. Aiden, are you going to jump on the John Deere first?
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at that logo. It's floating on the seat. It looks like I've got a Farmall logo on my butt. Let's go ahead and I'm going to fire this one up first. Oh, that thing sounds so beautiful.
I like the sound of both tractors.
I do too. And on at my father's place, or at Grandpa's place rather, we have a John Deere B there. We got a John Deere H. We got a Farmall Super H, a Farmall Super M, and an old Farmall F series, but that thing's not running right now. But so we've got a couple of these old guys that whenever we go out there and visit, we tootle around. And I inherited the Farmall H from my grandfather that he used, and it's just a really nice thing to hear these tractors in the Farming Simulator. I love hearing this one. Old Johnny Popper. Yeah, it'd be nice if they'd update it. And of course, the wheels can be changed. I think it's with, Y. They look okay on the outside, but the inside's not so good. So I kind of think the spoke wheels look a heck of a lot better. And so that's the way we leave them. Let's go ahead and go start baling. That's the first thing on today's list. Alright, so the John Deere does hook up to there, but boy, does that thing ever drop down. Because I don't think it has a higher hitch on it. And for some reason, the John Deere did not want to hook up to this thing over here. So what we're going to do is, I guess we'll pick up with that one. And then we've got our old pickup here to go with the whole theme. And we may use that to haul the bales to the farm, since it's a whole lot faster on the highway. But let's go ahead and hit it. Can you drag? Man, that thing's really dragging. All right.
Yeah, I just like this John Deere.
Yeah, they're both pretty lovely. I'm gonna go up here and start baling. So we're not going too far up the road today. Look at that smoke. Are you having a hard time climbing that hill?
Yeah.
You know, we might have to use the other farm all. We've got a lot of straw to pick up today. We won't be doing any of these fields. Heck, we'd be here until next week trying to get all this work done. We've got one small field up here, and I figure we'll go ahead and pick up. The straw has been raked on this field, so we probably won't make it more than about 10 feet, and we'll be shooting bales out. And he's still working on getting up the hill there. Well, we made it up here no problem, but it looks like the little John Deere there is having a hard time getting a hold of that, bringing that trailer over here. So we're gonna probably use the other farm all. I think it's because it's pushing the front down. It's might be why it's going so slow. All right, so I'm gonna jump over here and grab the old farm all here. This thing has such a lovely sound as well. It is a little bit hard with mouse and keyboard because it's real jumpy on the acceleration. But if you're using a steering wheel with a, you know, gas pedal, it seems to be a whole lot more manageable. All right, we know this thing will pull the heck out of this trailer, so.
I like that sound.
We're gonna put this into operating position, which is gonna fold it out like that. That looks a whole lot better. Whoops. Now that looks a whole lot better. Looks like it's carrying it really high though. This might be a problem again. Well, we'll see if it picks up the bales. If not, we'll have to go back and grab yet the other tractor because it seems like we're having nothing but trouble here getting some of these old tractors to work. Alright, hold on a second. You're going to want to follow behind me. I'm going to be dropping a lot of bales. I got to also fold my equipment out. And then we got to lower the header on it and turn it on. Look at that thing work.
It's like going up and down.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully it picks the straw. Yes, it does. Okay. It's kind of missing a little bit here. Well, that's okay though. We'll come back. I'm just going to go over it. Might have to go over it twice. The modern balers would pick this up no problem.
Oh, you're dropping bales.
Yeah, I know. I know. And you got to back up. That's your job to pick them up. Did it already put it in there? No, back up. Back up. What you got to do is get her up into there. Go ahead and pull forward and see if it picks it up. Keep going. Yep. See it? It's going to ride right up there. Look at that. Right in there. And I've heard that you can overload this. I know somebody that was using it and said you can overload that thing pretty good. Alright. Now we're working. A lot of bales are going to come out. Get ready, buddy. Look at them. Holy buckets. Whoops. If you miss some, it's no big deal. Just come back and pick them up. It looks like I'm spitting them out faster than that thing can pick them up. It looks like it's got a certain amount of time that it takes to get those bales up the chute there. Man, I can't imagine doing this on all of our fields. It would take so long. And these little bales, they are really kind of difficult to work with, but we're only going to be probably just loading them right into the mixing station.
This tractor is like really good.
You like it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I like that one a lot. It's one of my favorite. Alright, go ahead and keep going. Pull forward. I'm going to come back and get that straw. And turn around. Look at that thing. You got her full pretty well.
That smoke.
I'll let you run this one here in a minute too. Whoops, I'm missing here. At least that thing works pretty well with that trailer. Look at that one spot that I can't get. There's a whole row of bales there if you want to pick them up. Oh my gosh, you're just manhandling that thing. I'll be right behind you here getting... Oh, I gotta swing over this way. Man, can you imagine if we had to do this on our farm all the time?
It would take really easy with this baby.
It'd take a long time. You picking them all up?
Oh yeah, I love this machine. So handy.
Yeah, we haven't done any baling in a long time. I don't know if we've done any baling video stuff on Farming 15. I know we had a baling video in 13. Yeah, you got her filling up pretty nice. We'll probably trade off with you here shortly and...
Yeah, you should use this thing.
Oh yeah.
If you want.
It's kind of funny how this thing does go out to the side there, and that is so that you're not running over those straw swaths, which would make it a lot harder for the machine to pick up in real life. But it doesn't seem to want to swing out quite far enough. But we don't mind. The old PTO, all those old bearings, before you'd use this machine, you'd be doing a lot of greasing. I don't have much real-life experience running all the new farm equipment, but I'll tell you, we definitely growing up, we ran a lot of the old stuff, and it's neat. It's neat to part of history.
I like history too.
Well, if I get her centered just right, I can grab the whole swath. Look at it, just shooting. Wow. That is a lot of bales you gotta pick up.
I don't really care. This machine is this. I could use it all day.
Whoop, are you getting too full? I think you're running stuff over now. You're gonna have to see how it might, did it hit its limit? See if you can pick up another one. Pull forward? Did you turn something off, or did it just say the heck with that, I'm full? Let's check it out real quick. Okay, so it says it's at 102%, which is kind of weird. I guess that's what maybe they were meaning by it overfills just a little bit, but it looks like it's not going to allow us to put any more bales in there. So it's hit its peak, and we're going to have to go down and empty this. We'll have to put this thing in transporting position. Puts that little chute up, folds it right over.
I could put more bales down.
Yeah, if you want to do a little bit more baling there.
With your tractor?
Yeah. Do a little bit more baling and another row or two, and then I'm going to go empty this and I'll be right back. Alright, well, we're pulling right up here, and I'm going to try to put these directly into a mixing station. I don't know how this is going to work. I have not used this thing since Farming 13, the old bale trailer that is. Whoop, you're going to have to jump out of there, bud. Yeah, this thing is actually affected by other players, so go ahead and jump out. Are you watching it?
Yeah.
Let's watch it open up here. Okay, so we open the gate. Maybe because I jumped off. Yeah. Oh, that is really neat. It's just throwing them out. And, oh no, it don't look like it's taking these ones. Did it?
I don't know.
Oh no. Well, we just found out the mixing station does not use those little bales, does it?
Yeah.
It's got plenty in the bin. Boy, we just made ourselves one heck of a mess. Alright, we're going to put this back in operating position. Go ahead and move out of the way. And we get to clean up one heck of a mess. So, I can't even believe it. At least this thing loads them pretty quick.
I'm having a ride.
Oh, are you watching them?
Yeah.
See if you can back up in the trailer. Back up in the trailer. Look at them, how it just stacks them up like that. Oh! Yeah, this trailer does not like it when other players are inside of it. Alright. Yeah, this makes me a little nervous. I don't know, I shouldn't have never assumed. I think I already knew this. I think that we had discovered this back in Farming 13, but I can't say for sure. What a mess. This is gonna be kind of messed up, but we got ourselves a problem. I've got to get that thing over the chute there so that it can get within range of those bales. And what we're gonna do is try to use this thing to lift the wagon up and over. Looks like I do have a set of forks here. Might need to use those instead. Whoa! You know what's really weird is that I just noticed it's taking them on the grass side, and I thought I saw something like that a minute ago. It actually is looking at these as being grass bales. Alright, well, we learned something new today. And again, I going back think that I knew this as well. That apparently it doesn't look as these as being straw, rather it looks at them as being grass bales. And it took and automatically took everything right out of our trailer, which I found kind of weird. So the one problem I guess that we have now is that we've got bales that are just sitting in here, which I think there's about 6 of them here. We're gonna probably maybe we can take a fork. I don't know if I've still got a bale fork, but take a bale fork and kind of work those out of there, or I'll just have to sell this machine, this mixing station, once we get her emptied, and then get those bales out of there. Kind of a pain, but you learn something new. I guess next time we'll try to dump them into the grass side. We'll go ahead and finish up baling. Can run almost as fast, huh? Actually, I think he might be outrunning me. You better look out, there's a tractor right behind you. He's outrunning me. I don't believe this. Are you winning the race?
Yes.
Well, there you go, folks. I think this old farmall could use a little bit of a speed boost. Apparently the turbos aren't kicking in today. I'll work on getting those other bales, like I said, out of there later. We're going to go ahead and put it back into work mode here. And you wanted to run that thing for a minute, you said?
Yeah.
Making some bales? Okay. We got a lot of bales to pick up. It's kind of funny how they just load right up the chute.
Yeah, that machine makes it like load.
Yeah, look at all these bales. Oh my goodness. I could not imagine doing this.
Real life?
Well, I've seen it done in real life when I was young, but I'm just saying that in this server, I can't imagine. I guess maybe on a map like Old Family Farm it'd be kind of interesting. So here's something else that I'm noticing here. I didn't even check this. We're at 51%, so there's a bunch of weird stuff going on here. Now it tells me I'm full. And I think it's because we technically didn't open the chute. Man, this thing is all buggered out.
This thing is, I love it.
Oh, man. Well, I'm back down to the cows. Should have probably checked that. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take the risk and try to drop these. Let's see. Let's do it right in the middle there. And again, this is something I think I already knew as well, but did not remember. I don't know, I was just thinking straw bales going into the straw side. If this messes this up, I don't know what to say. Yeah, it's taking them right in. Let's go ahead and look at, it says we're fully empty, so it looks like all the bales went invisible. Well, that's just scary. It's terrifying. Terrifying. Alright. And if we hit... Okay. X is to stop unloading. I hope I am unloaded. This is really frightening, folks. I hope I don't have like invisible bales all over here. I don't think I do because it says I'm at 0%, so, or at 0. But you gotta hit X to stop unloading, I guess. Basically close the doors. And now it says we're empty, so we'll get back up to the field and start picking up again. Shouldn't be too bad. If I can fit, what is it, 51 in here? It's probably about how many there are in this one row. Try not to come back down here because you're just bumping into all the bales and gonna push them all over the place. Whoop, I can't believe that. Oh, wow. Yeah, no backing up. You back up and they fall forward. Yeah, old family farm map would be kind of fun to have a whole bunch of this equipment, but that'd be one I'd probably want to play in easy. Look at those bales going right in there. I almost gotta kind of wait for them, otherwise they'll just pass over, which is pretty much like the other one. Seems like you can get a couple of them in there, maybe. There's 2, 3. Now it's taking them in pretty quick. Seems to be doing pretty good now. Well, I think that is full. Let's check here. It says we're at 50. Yeah, now it doesn't want to pick up any. Alright, let's go ahead and drop these back off. I guess that is kind of nice that it turns these into grass in a way. Fold it up in operating position, or transport position rather. We were in operating position.
I like the tractor too.
Yeah, it is a nice one.
And it's very powerful.
Alright, so we're going to hit O to unload. That opens the back up, and see, it's feeding them right in perfect now. Boy, if I'd only known that a few more minutes ago. And then we're going to hit X to go into to close the doors. Kind of neat how it offloads them out, and then back to the field we go. And let me see real quick, actually. Let me jump in there. Hold on a second. Hold on. So what I want to see is if there is a way to clean out the baler. I don't know if there is on this one. We're going to turn off the equipment, lift up the header, and then if we hit O, it should unload the baler, but watch this. Right into the bale trailer. How nice was that?
Very nice.
Yeah, we'll just park this right over here. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up some bales.
And I could use some help.
I'm kind of zigzagging, having to pick them all up. Whoop, back up. Oh man, you just missed a big pile. That's alright, come back. She's gonna fill up anyway. Keep driving. Alright, I'm just about reaching the shed up here. I'm gonna drop the baler off. Looks like you still got a few sitting out there. You'll have to... You might be full. Are you full?
Yep.
Alright, go ahead and head back down to the cows. And I'll meet you down there. There we go, filling right up. Almost got that thing full. And there we are. I'm gonna have to go to the other mixing station next time around. This field took so much time. I think we've been working on this for an hour almost. And if we were using our larger equipment, we would have hammered this out in just a couple of minutes, no more. I'm not sure how much each one of these grass bales are. Now I'm calling them grass bales, but I guess that's what they are. Alright, there's a couple there. Boy, I think we almost got it. I'm going to put it in a transport mode so we can scoot across the field a little bit quicker, but I think we got them all. And he's coming up there with the John Deere and a disc section on it.
Okay, how do I start this thing?
Yep, just go ahead and leave that sit right there now. You did good. You want to go get the old truck and meet me at the farm? The dairy? We'll back up to this other mixing station since I'm not sure if it's going to take the, that one's going to take all the bales that we have here or not.
Yep.
There we go. Now we'll go ahead and close those doors again. I'll unhook, and if you want to back up to this trailer right here, you want to drive the old farm haul up there instead, and then hook up to the other disc. We'll take, yeah, we'll take the old Chevy here and.
Farm store?
Yeah, take that to the farm store. Oh, there's that old horn. What do you think of that thing? Kind of weird, isn't it? The old antiquer. It's kind of funny that they put that on there, actually. A lot quicker way of getting the wagon moved around here. Alright, we'll go ahead and drop this off up here.
I'm gonna do with this all. One is like really funny.
Ooh, this truck has got some reverse speed. Gotta be a little bit careful here. That's good right there. We're not gonna fill the shed up anyway. And we're going to back the old Chevy right up here for now. This is our chicken truck. Yeah, it's pretty dirty. It could use a definite bath. We usually keep the chicken feed in the back there, but we'll come back to that here later. We'll leave her running. That way it's all warmed up for us. Alright, so the other tractor that we got was again the Lindner. Now supposedly this thing here has got about 45 horse, but part of the same pack that all these other old pieces of equipment came from Giant's Air. The historic farming pack. And I have to head up and get this thing filled with some seed. And there it is. And I think we'll just go ahead and probably put more wheat down. Now there is an old fertilizer that you can use, a spreader, but it's like 7 meter or something. It's really small, and I figure at the end of the day, it's really not a point, in my opinion, to I don't know, spread fertilizer the historic way, because it's the same thing as just broadcasting fertilizer out. So we're gonna skip that today. I'll come over with the modern one and get the field done in 2 passes.
You know.
Oh man, he's got them all lined up. Nice job. We're gonna do only part of the field. I'm gonna probably, you got them lined up so darn nice right here. I'll probably start on the straight edge of the field. You did a really good job. Really nice job. And we can take some turns here on the old John Deere, but let's go down to the straight side here. We're probably going to do about, oh, I don't know, 8-10 passes, and that'll be good enough. We'll finish the rest of the field up with the modern equipment. I think we'll kind of get the point across of what we're trying to show today is some of the old historic farm stuff. Alright, let's drop her down. And honestly, it works kind of the same as the new stuff. So what you're going to want to do is...
You got mine down?
Yeah, we'll back up, and I'll pull forward here. You'll want to back up. Yeah, keep backing up. Go ahead and keep on backing up, and then, you know, get yourself in line right here. You see where I did? Here, I'll show you. Jump out. That thing is actually, it doesn't look too bad on there, but it could probably pull a lot more than that. But we'll go ahead and, I think this is what, 2.5 meter? Oh, this thing really cruises along.
What is this?
Yep, just watch where you're going there. You got a little swath down here at the other end too. You see all these spots where it's kind of a light brown? And we've been working to get different textures put in here, but just haven't gotten them in yet. We're going to be switching out the textures, which is getting kind of late, but these are the vanilla textures, and they're still very a little bit challenging to see when you're cultivating. How's that one running? Pretty good? Yeah, it seems to be ripping it up pretty good. I'm gonna do one more pass with this one, and then we can I'll jump back on that one for a minute. Yeah, you got her. Keep going. Thing seems to be hopping up, don't it? Alright, let's do first person this time. I have seen this view many a times running one of these in real life. I just love this old farm equipment. Looks like you got a couple spots here we're gonna have to hit up. But as I said, I don't really see any point to sitting there trying to get the whole field done with these old guys. Once you've seen a few passes, you kind of seen her all. Alright, you want to switch off?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, go ahead and finish up your row. Come straight through. Pull straight through. And there we go. I'm going to try to get some of the stuff that you missed here a little bit. Try to go as straight of a line as you can. You're missing a lot. It's really hard to see. That's the one thing, all of our other maps we've got better textures put in. So I think after this chore log, you will see the different textures we're going to finally get updated on this map. Been running the vanilla ones for so long, and it's kind of weird when I come back here because I've been using the modded textures for so long. Such a classic American tractor right there. Well, looks like we got them all. If you want to raise your implement up there. And we got her. There we got her. Alright. That thing looks a little bit heavy on the back on that tractor. We'll go ahead and put these up in the shed. If you want to follow me. Okay, Aiden is coming into the yard here. I'll jump. I'm going to switch tractors with him. If you want to take that farm all back to the store, we're doing so much switching. If you want to take the farm all, it's over here. I don't think I showed you what shed. Yeah, we're putting all the old stuff over here on the right. If you want to grab the big one there. Oh boy, this thing takes a minute, don't it?
This one?
Yeah. No, the other one. We gotta have a 3-point. This John Deere, for some reason, like I said, when it picks up the planter that we're about to use, it really looks kind of funny because it doesn't actually touch the ground. I think it's because the way the hitch is so high. So what we're going to do is we're going to just drop this down. And we'll just pretty much, we'll leave the old John Deere right there. And if you want to take that back to the farm store and hook up the other planter, what we need to do is hook up the planter, bring it up here, and then fill it up with seeds right here. Meanwhile, I'm going to jump into on the old Linder here and start getting some seed put down. This thing really does zip along pretty nice. Alright, let's lower it down. We got one of these old grain drills that we've used. Actually, it's I think I talked about this back in Farming 13 days. It kind of looks just like this. It's a little bit wider, and those bins that you flip open right there, it's kind of neat because we actually sold that grain drill to somebody years and years ago, and my dad had gotten it back, and we flipped the cover up right here in front of us, which I can't do on this one, but the cover flips up where you dump the seed in. There's all this handwriting of the different settings and the seeds and stuff like that that are written on the inside cover, and my dad said that was my great-grandfather that had written all that on there, and it was kind of neat to see all his handwriting exactly, you know, as far as getting all the right settings and the configuration for the grain drill. It's kind of neat to run this kind of equipment in here. Had to make sure that we were turned on. Of course, there's no noises that this one makes. It's pretty much you're on and you're going. Well, it seems like we're going a little bit fast, but it lets us do it. We're going to do it. I wish I could use the farm all for this, but it doesn't have a 3-point hitch capability. A John Deere again would, but just looks really weird because the wheels never touch the ground on the planter here. There we go. We got a razor up. There is no on and off with this thing. And I think it's 3 meter is what we're doing. 2.5 or 3 meter. Either way, it's not a whole lot. You can see the old gear, the wheel turning the machine. Farming the old way. Boy, this thing really does cruise along. It almost looks like it's a 4-wheel drive tractor too. Oh, you're just in time. Go ahead and get lined up with me over here. You want to jump on this one here now and try this one out?
Sure.
All right. Yeah, this thing looks kind of funny on the back of this. Oh, we got to make do with what we got. Definitely has no problem handling it. Yeah, that's it. All you gotta do is just drive and it'll start planting. Yep, you got her now. Keep her just like you got it. Doing good. Can you imagine sitting out on the field all day long doing this?
That would take a long time.
Yeah, it's very tedious work farming back in the day, and obviously here in virtual farming it would take such a long time. As we spoke about earlier, while we finish up this job and finish up the chore log for today, taking a little visit back to the old farming. Yeah, if you want to go down that side you can. I don't think it's going to allow you to go where we haven't cultivated yet. We'll just get this done at the end of the day. We're taking such little swaths here. But we did put that video up, as we mentioned in the beginning of today's video, about all the news for Farming 17. Now that was sent out from the PR guy over at Giants, and it was a list that a bunch of folks put together that attended FarmCon, which was over in a small village, I believe, in Germany, a weekend or two ago. And it was kind of what they saw that was new in the game. They put a list together, and although Giants couldn't confirm it all 100%, just because they said that people could alter the list later on and after the fact, they had to put that disclaimer in there. It kind of gave us a really good idea as far as what things are getting. And I do apologize, the video I think was like 31 minutes long. It was done right at the beginning of our Friday morning twitch.tv/GunninGamer coffee club. If you haven't been coming out Friday mornings and watching, we don't do them every Friday, but I think we've done them almost every Friday since at least the last few months here. And we play different games, of course, but lately we've been farming on Galvin, and I started out the stream yesterday talking about those new features we're going to get in Farming 17, and I cut that and highlighted it and brought it over to YouTube so that I could share that with everybody. And it was not meant to be a public video. I was going to make it an unlisted video, but when I told Twitch to carry it over, I'd accidentally didn't notice it was on public. And by the time I got to the video, after an hour or so of it being up, it already had 1,000 views, and I thought, well, what the heck, people seem to like it. But I was just really wanting to share. I never want to spread, any false rumor, and so we can't be for certain everything I said is going to be 100%, but I have a feeling that we can say it's probably 99% a for sure thing. Because, again, these are people that played the game out at FarmCon, and there's so much new things coming. I mean, it's not really a point in getting into all of it here. Go check out that video. I'll give a link here on this video so that you can all go and check that out. I'm just really excited about the game. I know I've seen some comments on YouTube, people saying, well, I really was hoping to get better, you know, dirt and mud physics and things like that, and I think Giants probably would love to have done that too, but there's probably some limitations as far as with the graphics engine and as far as being able to make it work on older PCs and consoles. And I am so excited though with what they have and what they are going to be doing with Farming 17. I don't think it really matters that we're not getting those dirt and mud physics at the end of the day. And as you can see here with this planter, you definitely do have to cultivate. I just wanted to make sure to get this little spot here. We're going to come back with the modern stuff here later. I just didn't see a point in trying to do this whole field today. But many people have asked me, are you going to get Farming 17? I really honestly don't know if they're just new to the channel or I don't know, just asking silly questions. Of course I'm going to get it. I've already purchased our copies. We've already got them waiting on Steam. And we're ready to go. Ready for the release of Farming 17. I can't wait. I can't wait till it's here. And all the new features. We are going to have such a good time. I'm planning on a 24-hour live stream over on Twitch. Again, you will see us playing the heck out of Farm 17 right when it comes out over on Twitch. We'll try to get some videos up at that time, but October 25th is when it's releasing. I think it's October the 29th. It's not for sure, but October 29th, I believe, is the date that we'll be doing the 24-hour live stream. So, alright, bud. Well, I think we got it. I'm surprised we didn't run out of seed. You probably did.
I did.
Yeah, it says you ran out of seed. Go ahead and lift up your implement there. There we go. We got her. Alright, why don't you follow me and let's head up to the farm and we're going to wrap this one up. It's making the front end bob on this thing too. Looking at all these bumps. Hey, you're cheating. What are we racing?
Yeah.
Oh man. Are you excited for Farm 17?
Of course I am. I love it. I don't know much about Farm 17, but when it comes out, I'll be playing it.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of streaming. They're bringing pigs. You heard about that, didn't ya?
No.
Yeah, they're bringing pigs. We're gonna have sunflowers, soybeans. Rumor is there's a smartphone app to allow us to log in and check status and stuff on our dedicated server. Again, not 100% confirmed, but that's what people are saying they saw out there. And I mean, just so many things, such a list. Like I said, it took me 31 minutes to get through the list and talk about all the things. So if that's not a reason to get on Steam right now and pre-order your copy for $35, why don't you back that in over here? I'm gonna leave that guy sit right there. Yeah, back her on into the shed. Oh, we're gonna get this going here. And I know they said that you're gonna get some special content, which I do forget. I don't remember what they said. I think it was something to do with the Challenger. Maybe you get the tracked version or the wheeled version, something like that. And then there's one other tractor that you get when you pre-order. Yeah, let's go ahead and shut her down. Ooh, those are some nice tractors, aren't they? Oh, look what you did there, bud.
What?
You pushed our trailer into the wall. That's all right. We'll work with that. We still gotta get those bales out, but we're gonna do that a different time. And now we got the old Chevy over here. We'll shut this bad boy down. We'll fill that up with grain later.
Is this truck two-person?
No, it doesn't have passenger script in it. Does not have passenger script in it, but that's okay. So anyway, we don't have too far until Farm 17. We'll be rolling out some more chore logs in the meantime. The next one, I've got a project we're going to be doing. I'm not going to say what it is, but it does involve, I don't know, more of the beast. We're going to feed the beast again. And it should be a really fun project. It's going to be coming here real soon. the Chore Log. What will that be? Number 11 already. So we're going to wrap up number 10 right now. What did you think of doing that historic farming on the old tractors?
Well, it was pretty fun.
All right, so you thought it was pretty fun. What else do you got thinking about Farm 17 coming out? That's going to be a good time. Lots of new new tractors, all kinds of new equipment, and a new map that's based on the Pacific Northwest in the United States, so I'm looking forward to that. Lots of new things, so check out that video. Aiden, did you have any last thoughts on today's video?
Yes, I did. I hope you guys liked our video, and that's basically all I have to say today.
All right, well, I sure hope they like our video, and that reminds me to let them know to make sure to like the video and leave a comment. Make sure to jump over and check out our Twitch channel. It's very important. We're always farming every week, every Sunday night. Usually we're over there farming. We've been doing some Fridays. Sometimes we'll catch another day here and there. Of course, when 17 comes out, we're probably farming for like every day of the streams through probably November and part of December at least. So we'll be on it real hard. It's very important. Check out the twitch.tv/GunninGamerz. Do follow us on Twitter so you get those updated news and announcements. We also share some pictures here of the GunninGamerz headquarters and all the things going on around here. That's going to wrap up today's video, folks. I really look forward to seeing you out here next time. Until then, take care.